As I sat on my couch watching some TV, the familiar blaring of a weather advisory rolled across the screen. Please be advised that a force advisory is in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. All residents are urged to stay in an enclosed space with limited windows and not to go outside unless absolutely necessary, the announcer repeated. I didn't have many windows in my rural house in the flat countryside. I was going to go into town for the night and get a few things like some butter and bread, but I figured it could wait until tomorrow. I watched some more TV, and after finishing up the most recent episode of my favorite show, decided to head to bed. The winds were really blowing outside, and you could hear it pushing against the sturdy old walls and windows. That night I was awoken to hollow screams and the shifting of the old house. I got up and found that the power was out, and the wailing continued. I knew that it was just the wind, but the screams sounded so real, as if the souls of the damned were rising, whistling by my room, and filling the air with each passing yell. In all my years, I had never heard anything like this. Then, suddenly, the airy wails slowed and stopped, except for one. A faint whistle conveying a peculiar melody. I went over to the window to look out. Darkness filled the space, and pressing my hand on the glass, I felt no pushback or vibrations from the other side. I turned to go back to bed and tripped. Landing with a thud, I found my radio turned on during the fall. In the latest reports of peculiar sounds that are mimicking human speech and talk have been heard across this area, residents are expected to stay inside. I struggled to turn it off. When I did, a certain melody persisted. One that, while I didn't know, sounded so familiar to me. It sounded like a woman's voice, lightly singing in the dark. I looked outside again and saw that the moonlight shone on the rock next to the tree in the yard. Upon that rock was a woman, clad in a white flowing gown, her almost golden hair gently being brushed by the breeze. I rubbed my eyes and looked again. She was still there, and her face turned to me as she beckoned me with her haunting and chilling song. I went out to her, leaving my door open. I wandered outside, inching closer to her, as the song got sadder and slower, until it stopped. Screams filled my ears as the wind tore through the sudden silence. I yelled and screamed and tried to run back, but my cries were drowned out from the endless hollowed voices that encircled me. The next morning, the house lay dormant, the open front door gently tapping the siding as the sun made its way up. The power jolted on, and the static of the TV jumped, and it was replaced with a weather advisory. Now, this is the strangest case authorities have seen yet, with a total of 36 people missing and at least 7 confirmed dead, after the most severe windstorm in the county. Authorities have not yet declared that this was an isolated incident, and beckons you to watch more. Tune in tonight on Fox News. Hello out there, horror fans and listeners. I would like to tell you that this video has been sponsored by Cody Voller, an author who wrote Heroes Aren't Born, a book which is on Amazon and is also on the audiobook market. And your friendly neighborhood glitch teller was the one to narrate it. So if you do enjoy my voice, or you just enjoy a good zombie story, then I would highly recommend that you purchase the new release of Heroes Aren't Born by Cody Voller. It has action, adventure, and of course, zombies. So stay safe in the apocalypse. Or, better yet, learn from them. Anyways, the book is available in the link down below. Feel free to go visit it, and if you do that, you are supporting me as well, and our channel, to bring you all this great content. So thank you so very much for your patronage, and be sure to check out the book. Bye-bye!